Good morning. In the earlier lecture, we discussed algorithm and flowchart for roots of a quadratic equation. After getting idea about this, the next article is about algorithm and flowchart for sum and product of a finite series. Algorithm. Algorithm and flowchart for sum and product of a finite series. This article is completely general article. We can select any series. We have to take care that number of terms in the series should be finite. Number of terms in the series should not be infinite, as it is the algorithm and flowchart for sum and product of finite series. So we shall consider some series. Actually, you are free to consider any finite series. You can have algorithm and flowchart for sum of that finite series. You can have algorithm and flowchart for product of the terms of some other finite series. Let us start with a series. Let us suppose that we are given a series let me consider a series such that this is sum of a finite series 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. So, it is series of integers. What is this? This is a series of integers. Series of square of integers. It is a series of square of integers, and we are going to find sum of the series of squares of integers 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square and so on up to certain finite integer square n. First we have to prepare algorithm for this, then we have to prepare flowchart for this. Let us first try to prepare the algorithm. How we start with the algorithm? First step we always write is start. First step of any algorithm is start. Second step, you have to decide number of turns in the series. If you have decided n number of terms in the series, input n for the program. So read n or input n. Read n or input n. After reading n, the finite number of terms, limit for finite number of terms, we have to declare the sum and the count. So let me declare here, declare the sum declare the count. Declare the sum. When we go for sum, we have to declare the sum. We have to initialize the sum. And then declare the count. We have to count. N is the highest integer is to be considered. So we have to count the integers. And therefore declare the count. After that, we have to find this sum. This sum will be found by this formula. Sum is equal to sum plus count square. Sum must be equal to sum plus new sum is equal to old sum plus count square. When you take 1 square, we have to take first sum. Okay, then we will go to the second count, 2 square, you have to add it here. Old sum, new sum is equal to old sum plus count square, 2 square added, 3 square added, 4 square added, and so on. We have to continue this till the count becomes n. So we have to put the condition whether the count is equal to n. So next condition is whether count is equal to n. You have to take decision here whether count is equal to n. If count is equal to n, our job is completed. Print sum, stop. If answer is yes, what you have to do? Print sum and stop. Let me first go for answer no. If answer is no, you have to go somewhere here. Let me put one more step here. Increment count, or you can put, let me use it here, increment count. And now put the condition is count greater than n. If answer is no, go to the increment step should be here only. Yes. increment count. Six, 7, 8, 9. Declare the sum, declare the count, increment the count, take sum, see whether count is greater than n. If no, go to step. What is the step? Go to step 5. If answer is yes, point number 11, or let me write point 10 here. If answer is yes, print sum. Then stop. This is algorithm for sum of a finite series. What finite series we have selected here? 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square and so on. And the rough idea about writing program for this is the algorithm. Start, read the limit for the series, declare the sum, declare the count, increment the count, go for the sum using this formula as the series is of this type. Is count greater than n? If answer is no, go to step 5. Repeat it. A loop will be there, it is repeated between step 9 and step 5. These steps will be repeated till count becomes greater than n. When count becomes greater than n, yes, print sum. Your work is over. Print the sum and stop the program writing, program execution, whatever. This is the way of writing algorithm for this type of series. This may have variations. You may have some other idea and you may make slight variations in this algorithm, doesn't matter. I am giving details of each and every step, assuming that all people for this paper are non-computer science paper. So, I am taking details of each and every step required in the algorithm. Now, let us go to the flowchart for this one, and how to draw the flowchart. Let us try to draw the flowchart. Start or begin. Then this will help. Algorithm will help to draw the flowchart. Read n. The symbol for input output. Then declare sum and count. This is a process. So use a rectangle. Declare sum is equal to 0 and count is equal to 1. Sum is declared to 0, count is declared to 1. After that, we have to increment the count. Let us see how to increment or where to increment it. Yeah, this step you can have this step here, doesn't matter. Let me go to the sum. Sum is equal to sum plus count into count. What is sum? 0. Count is 1. 1 into 1, 1 square, the first term. Okay. Now increment. Count is equal to count plus 1. Count is equal to count plus 1, and then take a decision. Whether count greater than n. If answer is no, you have to come here. If answer is yes, so see here, start, read n, the last number of the series, sum initiated as 0, count initiated as 1, then sum is equal to sum plus count into count. What is sum? 0. It is 0. It is new sum to be decided. This sum is 0 plus count into count. Count is 1. 1 into 1, 1 square. 0 plus 1 square, 1 square. So this sum is 1 square. The first term of our series. Increment count here. Count is equal to count plus 1. So take that as 7th or 8th step. Increment the count by 1 and see whether count is greater than n. If count is not greater than n, answer no, go back to this step, go to the sum. Now what is sum? 1 square. This is 1 square plus count has become count plus 1, 2. 2 into 2, 2 square. Increment again count by 1. Whether count is greater than n, no, go back. Continue this till you reach to n. When calculation of n is taken and if you further increment this count by 1, what will happen? Count will become greater than n. Answer yes. As soon as answer comes yes, print sum and stop. This is the algorithm and flowchart for sum of a finite series. And the finite series I have considered 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square plus dash dash n square. You have to decide what n you want to take. Here, read n. The program will ask you, tell me the value of n. What value of n you want to take? Just supply value of n. Sum and count is already initiated, already declared. The work will start, the program will get executed, and you will get the required result. You will get sum of the finite series under consideration. And what is the series? The series is squares of integers. 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square and so on. And you have taken sum of all these terms. This is one example. I may go for one more example. For your understanding, let me go for one more example. And now let me consider the series summation of I is equal to 0 to n x to the power I. You are given this series. Earlier series was different. Earlier series was summation or I is equal to 1 to n, some variable count was taken here, count square, I is equal to 0 to n count square. It was the earlier series for summation. Now series for summation is sum is equal to 0 to n x to the power I. You are asked to write an algorithm and flowchart for this series. How will you write the algorithm and the flowchart? Let us first try for the algorithm. I hope you understood the first example we have taken. What change you have to make? Increment, take it down at this step. After the sum, take the increment in the algorithm. Okay, it will work. Now let us go for this one. This side is, I think, more clear. So let me write to this side. First point, start. Second point, read n. Third point, read x. X is also variable, so you have to read the value of x also. Then declare sum. The same thing. Next step, declare count. sum is equal to sum plus x to the power, let me write capital I. Now depending on this expression, you may have the incrementing statement here or here. So let me have the increment statement here before the sum. Start, read x, declare sum, declare count, increment count, take the sum this way. Is I minus n negative? When it will be negative? If I is smaller, n is larger, it will be negative. So n has not reached. If answer is yes, then go to step 7. If answer is no, it is not negative. If it is not negative, it may be 0 or it may be positive. If it is not negative, it may be 0 or it may be positive. It may be 0 or positive, doesn't matter. Print sum. And stop. So this series should be x to the power 0 plus x to the power 1 plus x square plus x cube plus dash dash x to the power n. This is the type of series, right? And for this series is like this. And for this series, this is the algorithm. Start, read n, final value, read x, the variable you needed here. Of course, it should be smaller one. Declare sum, declare count, increment count, take sum this way because we need this one. Okay. Is I minus n negative? Means I is smaller than n. The final value of n is still not reached. If answer is yes, go to step 7 to take the sum again. Okay. Not step 7. Go to step 6. Go to step 6, increment it, okay, and then go to sum. If answer is no, means it may be 0 or positive. If it is 0 or positive, I minus n. If it is 0 or positive, because the work is already done. So if it is 0, just print the sum and stop the program writing. This is the algorithm for another finite series. This is the algorithm for sum of another finite series. You may use this algorithm for sum of this finite series and can write the flowchart. Let me quickly write flowchart using this. I don't know whether this side is clear. Whether this side is clear, I think it is clear. So let me start here. Start, and this is in the whole symbol. Then what should be next step? Read n, read x. We shall write this in a single one. Read n, read x. It is inputting, so it should be inside the parallelogram. After this, declare sum, declare count. It is action. So let me put here sum is equal to 1 corresponding to x is equal to 0. If I put anything to the power 0, anything raised to the power 0, that quantity will be 1. So to achieve x to the power 0 is equal to 1, let me declare sum is equal to 1 and the count I is equal to 0. Then increment the count, that is I is equal to I plus 1. I have taken this action because if I don't take I is equal to I plus 1, I will be 0. If I is 0, I may not get the correct answer. After that, what you have to do? Go for the sum. Sum is equal to sum plus x to the power I, this I. Connector, and let me go here. The connector, I have taken the sum. Now what I have to do? I have to check whether this I minus n is negative. Is I minus n negative, positive or 0? Let me consider this as negative, this as 0, this as positive. If I minus n is negative, it means I is smaller than n. And where I have to go? I have to go back here. Increment I, take the sum, again come here, check whether I minus n is negative. So this will be continued till I minus n either becomes 0 or positive. When this, whether it becomes 0 or positive for any one of these, print the sum. and finally stop. Let me explain it once again. What is the series? X0 to the x to the power 0 plus x to the power 1 plus x to the power 2 plus x to the power 3 and so on. Right? Start. Read n and x both are variable. N may be large but finite, x will be very very small. So read these two values or input these two values. Then declare sum is equal to 1 for this term. For x is equal to 0, I am purposely declaring sum is equal to 1. So whenever I declare sum is equal to 1, x to the power 0 is automatically taken inside the program. I is equal to I plus 1. I am going to second step. I is equal to I plus 1, it will become 1. Sum is equal to sum plus x to the power I. What is sum? Sum is 1. 1 plus x to the power 0 is 1 plus what is I plus 1? 1. So it is x to the power 1 plus x to the power 1. Connector comes here. Check value of I. It should not be more than n. So check it here. If I minus n is negative, it means that I is smaller than n. That is negative. Go here. Increment the value, take this type of sum, this term will then come plus this and so on. This will be continued. This will be continued till I minus n either becomes 0 or positive. Whenever I minus n becomes either 0 or positive, you have to stop everything. Just print the sum and stop. So this is the algorithm and flowchart for other example, that is algorithm and flowchart for sum of finite series, and here I have taken two examples for your understanding purpose. In the next lecture I shall go for the algorithm and flowchart for product of finite series. I will go for only one example in the next lecture. Hope you got it. Thank you.